He's one of them. You guys are the other two. But he goes first. Sorry, but what a smile. He's looking good. His hair is almost perfect like mine. And he's a great guy, and he's full of humor as much as he is love. So, Ash Nafara, welcome to 4th of July in America. God bless you and your family for everything you're going through and what you're going through and what you're completing and what you're finishing. Ash Nafara, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you for taking me in today. I actually wanted to be here because we want to make sure we are kept in the loop while many things are happening on different avenues. First of all, happy 4th of July, which means Independence Day in America. And guess who we got independence from? It's a test for everybody in the chat.
Don't say UK. You don't say the UK and people. Don't say it.
Well, Great Britain. Okay, so I already gave it away. So, as they did for mostly everyone. So, somebody got independence, and America, we celebrate that on 4th of July, and that's why it's a big day for all of us. It's not a big deal. Because we are independent in that aspect, politically, historically, it is true. But to be more realistic, we still have some reliance and we have some dependency on other factors of our life.
Oh, yeah?
Some external dependence. Yeah, of course, some of it political and some of it economical, and perhaps we do have internal or within. So we're not fully independent, therefore not fully liberated. We don't have that 100% total freedom, though the 330 million people who live within the United States of America, they somewhat have some boundaries, restrictions in their aspects of life, and that steals that ultimate freedom we want to achieve. I want to go back to something that I always wanted to achieve, not just for the 330 million people who live here in our country, but also abroad. The 8 billion, there are not many trillions, Chris, there are just 8 billion who are alive as of now. And we hope at some point in our life we will give them more freedom, more liberty of those restrictions and frictions in life. It all begins with an economic strength that if we are successfully able to provide that to different societies and communities, perhaps it draws many more aspects in our life.
Like I've earned 8 lakh rupees out of this just in 1 week. So, sir, basically I'm...
Oh boy, the more we grow, go back to passive now, the more we grow, the more we learn how much we don't know. And the more we learn that how much we still have to grow and how much we still have to learn. Every day is a good lesson in our life. I've learned a lot from you. And dealing with you, not necessarily you gave me that direct piece of knowledge or information, but you put me in a position to strive or to seek that knowledge and pursue for more information. So collectively, this environment is healthy for growth to all of us. So keep up the good work, and you should stay connected. You're just going to learn. And life is a waste if you are not learning something new every day. And again, I have, if you allow me, there's a story. You want to hear it?
No.
So there was a little girl. Okay, she had mastered the timetable. And she thought she's probably the ultimate mathematician on the planet because now she knows all the numbers until 12. 12 by 12, that's it. And now she is talking to her grandpa that, listen, I am the best mathematician on earth. And he said, well, perfect.
Much
So
like
how
you,
much do
being
know?
the best tech
Well,
guy,
I
right?
mastered
Or
all, but we have
businessman?
till 12. He said, well, what about 13 by 13? Grandpa, there's no such a thing. Well, there is. Now it's infinite. You still have way to grow, little girl. Okay. And that's exactly how it applies on the various aspects in our life. You think you've mastered something, then you realize there's still way to go. Okay, thank you. You give it 10 out of 10? Okay. I know, you're a nerd. Okay. Because it involves math. Then we thought we are perfecting those different elements in our business, then you realize, no, there's still a long way to go. And there are better ways. And it's more practical to admit that. I am up for it. We made mistakes. We had challenges, internal, external. Plus, we could have done things different. But all in all, that never shakes up our intention that we want to do good. We want to better, your lifestyle. So in order to have some independence, I invite everybody not to completely rely on any business, whether it's on passive or the White House, if you wish, that works for you. You still have to do your own work to be independent. And your happiness does not rely on somebody else's success. They can improve, they can make your life much easier, they can give you a lot of access, but no matter how perfect it is, if you're thinking that is what's going to make you successful, whether it's on passive or Chris or Ash or the government or the system, no, nothing is going to give you that independence until you are mentally independent and also take those measures in your life, not to rely on anybody else. Take that as a vehicle. It can be a powerful vehicle to boost and accelerate your success toward and progress toward your goal. Because your goals are not exactly like mine or her or his or their goal. So everybody has their own anticipation. And for that, I always think we should be open for adjustments, for changes, to learn something new, and accept the mistakes. I did mistakes. I'm sure you did. A mistake, it doesn't make you a bad person, by the way. So, for example, I'll give you just one small, if you trust somebody, right, and you give them lots of recognition, or you have high hopes in them, and they don't necessarily align with that hope or trust, they don't deliver up to your expectations.
Talking about Mohammed Nazal?
It's considered a mistake, but it's not a bad thing about you. We all may fall into some mistakes, and I can give you more and more and more. But the idea is, we made some mistakes. We've learned a lot. We continue to learn, and we will make more mistakes. We're no near perfect, but I know one thing: our intention and our will is so pure that it can only take us and lead us to a better position in your life. And I want you to use us, but also to complete that formula or to complete that theory together. You have to also be in it mentally and do your own due diligence in order to to acquire that complete independence.
Interesting.
You're never going to be totally free until you are liberated within and you have your life figured out, like exactly where you want to go, and use us as a tool. So to go to the basics, and I talked about that a couple of weeks ago. We're going to go to the basics. We're going to take charge of that in order to have complete business, not only the AI and IT solutions and the single sign-on and the perfection of it, the integration of that fusion, if you wish. If you want to complete that,
आपको विड्रॉल के लिए यहाँ पे ऑप्शन मिल जाएंगे। यूपीआई भी है, बैंक भी है और पेटीएम भी है। तो जो भी आप
I also meant for that leads us to a better independence. We are already accredited, as I mentioned, from ICANN as a domain registrar. So we have accomplished quite a bit toward that independence.
Which is weird because you don't.
Okay, I'm going to give you one more thing. Probably forgot, but I'm going to refresh your memory. Okay. Money is another factor. So the utilization of our products and technologies, that's one thing. The security of it, owning our data center, something very disruptive. I assure you that it's nothing happened. Nothing
how is this connected?
you've seen or the market's seen before. So Ash, you're like insane. You're telling me like Google and the host and Azure and Microsoft and AWS, they haven't seen this level of technology. And you'll be surprised. There's always a first time in every case. All right? There's a first time in every, and I assure you, I'm counting on what we have accomplished and what we know, and the part that we know we're not going to be average. So that is coming.
Wow.
At the same time, money is a big factor to complete that wrap up, to be independent. Okay? You need traffic, or you need constant visitors or followers or people you
need money coming to pay for it.
Business with, or any sort of activities or communications, whether in the educational system or in the finance or this or that. You need other audience. That is called traffic in a technical term in the digital world. Okay, the traffic is basically visitors. Okay, visitors, individuals going to a specific website or video or any content online. Okay, so to do that, so when we did start this journey, believe it or not, as of today, the entire flow and structure of the traffic industry, if you wish, the traffic field, okay, let's not call it an industry, has changed.
Okay.
And with the concept of passive, that every single little thing like in one place and a single sign-on to that, all together collectively makes it necessary to have a different approach and a different way of generating and acquiring those customers, audience, followers, traffic, however you want to call it. And that's what we've been also working on. I don't have the final details, perhaps, again, with the refreshment of all what's happening right now. Within this new next chapter, I'll be able to fill you in with more how we are gonna not only revolutionize, we're gonna lead and own, and we must own the traffic field, and that would be basically you dominate everything, because data is the new commodity of this century. So all in all, again, as much as we're happy for America's independence, as Brother Chris said, We have other nations are not fully liberated, whether from their own dictators or whatever corrupted system they have.
Oh my God, he's gonna go
And
to
we're
war.
not any better. Every country suffers, some corruption in one way or another somehow. But we do believe if we liberate and give humanity that universal solution to become more independent of their corruption or corrupted governments or regime, then that becomes irrelevant.
Oh my God, this is not who should be talking about any kind of corruption.
We have work to do, no doubt. We have done a good portion. We've been working very hard. We have, incredible intention. And technology is a powerful tool. About O-Connect or what's happening right now, this is temporary. We have always, history taught us, especially with Unpassive, the comeback is always much better and, nicer than we think.
That's what the history says here?
And as much as we
सोलर पैनल लगवाने के बाद फ्री बिजली के मजे तो है ही, पर अब सबसे अच्छी बात है कि घर में ना कभी लाइट नहीं जाती.
No, we miss O-Connect and we want to be using that at the moment. But in the meantime, I have that little side of me telling me I'm glad that we now know the value of it as much.
Wow, it's like you were trying to teach them a lesson. It's
platforms
gross.
and Unpassive. So it's good to realize what we have in hands.
What a weird
But
spin to put on it,
it's normal. Brother Chris Johnson said that, like about the auto industry. It happens. How many cars we've heard? Practically every car maker at some point they had to recall thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of cars for malfunction about something serious about the safety of the vehicle. Is a big deal happening right now with Boeing.
But stop comparing yourself to the auto industry. You're
I believe.
not even in the same realm at all.
That's more dangerous than, having O-Connect down. Yes, so, when your flight to go down, I'll take the conference system to go down over that. So we're blessed.
Right,
We're
like,
fortunate.
what's going on, Violet? I don't know.
The best yet to come.
It's like,
I
that's
assure you
what
that.
it sounds like.
Leave the ugly stuff for us. Leave the nasty things. We have been exercising to deal with such muddy situations, such complex scenarios, and that made us stronger. Again, you learn more. So we have been growing.
Hi, good night.
Happy birthday, Angie. And anyone, I didn't give the other name, but whoever's birthday today and tomorrow, and happy birthday or anniversary to America again on the 4th. Everybody likes fireworks in a way.
Not really, actually. Veterans tend to don't like them. Animals
Barbecue sauce
don't like
tomorrow.
them.
I know there has to be
My daughter
barbecue
doesn't
for
like
you
them.
in the next few days, but make sure you are independent, and we know that Unpassive is offering you and will provide the most complete and independent IT solution ever existed. Add to that, if you are in it for the right purpose, the right reason, you're going to be fully independent, and that is priceless. Total freedom comes in when your business is set in autonomous way on autopilot, safely, lots of time saving, lots of money saving. It frees you up that you can go vacation or do things that you want to do, but business doesn't stop. I have a saying, if money doesn't stop, why should we stop doing business? Technically, you did a business in a fashion way.